Question 16, we have 3x plus 2 divided by 4x minus 1 is less than 3. We want to get it to be less than 0. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. And that's going to give me 3x plus 2 over 4x minus 1 minus 3, right? Which I'm writing as a fraction because I'm going to get a common denominator and all that. So we have just one expression on the left-hand side. So my common denominator is going to be 4x minus 1. So I'm going to multiply the top, the 3 by 4x minus 1, and the 1 by 4x minus 1, just like this. The 3 comes in, multiplies the 4x, giving us 12x, and multiplying the 1, giving us minus 3. Okay, multiplying the minus 1, giving us minus 3. So then we have 3x take away 12x, which is going to be negative 9x, and then we have 2 take away negative 3, which is plus 3, so 2 plus 3 is 5, so we have 5 minus 9x on the top, and then we keep the denominator on the bottom, 4x minus 1. Okay, so we have 5 minus 9x divided by 4x minus 1 is less than 0. Alright, so we're going to look at the numerator. 5 minus 9x is when it's equal to 0. And so I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides, and that gives me negative 9x equals negative 5. Then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 9, and we get x is equal to 5 ninths, okay, which is 0.5 repeating, by the way. Alright, 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. That's the denominator. So when is that equal to 0? So I'm going to add 1 to both sides. So that's going to give me 4x equals 1. Then divide both sides by 4. X is equal to 1/4, which is 0.25. I'm going to put both of these on the number line, and we're going to divide the number line up into 5 regions by doing that. Okay, the region less than 1/4. Now remember, in reality, it's an infinitely small region where x is equal to 1/4. Okay, but I'm just drawing it in yellow to make it look like a big region. And between 1/4 and 5 ninths, and when x is equal to 5 ninths, and when x is greater than 5 ninths. Okay, so in our chart, we're going to look at these regions. Okay, so we're going to look at these regions for the numerator, for the denominator, then we're going to put them together to get the whole expression. Okay, so we're looking at the values of x when x is less than 1/4. When x is equal to 1/4, when x is between 1/4 and 5 ninths, when x is equal to 5 ninths, and when x is greater than 5 ninths. Okay, when x is less than 1/4, like when x is equal to 0, you have 5 minus 9 times 0 is, well, 5 minus 0, which is 5, which is positive. When x is 1/4, what's 1/4 of 9? That's a good question. So we have 9 over 4. Of course, it's 2 1/4. And 5 take away 2 1/4 is still going to be positive. Okay, when x is between 1/4 and 5 ninths, and well, 5 ninths is 0.5 repeating, so I'm just going to pick a half, 0.5. Okay, so a half of 9 is 4.5. 5 take away 4.5 is still going to be positive. Okay, when x is 5 over ninths, so 9 times 5 ninths, the 9's cancel and get 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. And when x is greater than 5 ninths, for example, when x is equal to 1, we have 5 minus 9, which is negative. Okay, for 4x minus 1, we're going to look at values when x is less than 1/4. For 0, for example, we get a negative. When x is equal to 1/4, 4 times 1/4 is 1, minus 1 is 0. When x is between 1/4 and 5 ninths, like when x is a half, half of 4 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1, which is positive. Okay, so the rest of these are going to be positive. 5 ninths, for example. So that's 0.5 repeating times 4, which is going to be, what's it going to be, like 2.2 repeating. Okay, take away 1 is still going to be positive. And greater than 5 ninths, like 2. 2 times 4 is 8, take away 1 is 7, which is a positive. Okay, so we end up with negative, 0, positive, 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 and then I'm going to divide them. Okay, top divided by bottom. So plus divided by minus is minus. Positive divided by 0 is undefined. Positive divided by positive is positive. 0 divided by positive is 0. Negative divided by positive is negative. And I'm just going to transpose these up here. So this region is negative. Undefined for 1/4. Positive between 1/4 and 5 ninths. Add 5 ninths, 0. Greater than 5 ninths, negative. We're looking for when our expression is negative, when it's less than 0. So it's negative here. No, it's not. Hold on. Which is this little region right here, and that region right over there. Okay, so when x is between negative infinity and 1/4, 1/4 is not included, and when x is greater than 5 ninths, so that's 5 ninths to infinity, 5 ninths is not included, and so we're going to put a union between those two regions. Okay, and that is it for question 16. Have a nice day.